Find the Chaos Emeralds.
Time I won't know. I thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first
Hello everybody, it's your boy Murphias the Gaming King, and welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm kind of doing something a little different this time around, where I will be discussing what the honor level of TADC characters would be if they were in like Red Dead Redemption 1 or Red Dead Redemption 2. So, to give you all a summary, honor is sort of like Red Dead Redemption's karma system, where do good deeds, you have high honor, but if you do bad deeds, you have low honor. Now, I decided to take one of my favorite games and my favorite show and smash all together in one video, because I think it'd be a fun idea and a cool little something different from the other just average good to evil videos, and you guys have probably seen a million times. So here's how we're gonna do it. There are 3 tiers: high honor, which are the good characters; neutral honor, which are like kind of middle of the road; and low honor, which are the bad. And the characters we will be looking at are Pomni, Jax, Ragatha, Kinger, Gangle, Zubul, Kaufmo, Ribbit, Queenie, Kane, Bubble, Gummigoo, Abel, Glowing Queen, Princess Lou, the Fudge Monster, the couple that owns the Mildenhall Manor, the Angel Head, and the evil Big Tops. I more want to include these guys because they're kind of actually do something with the series. They actually have a sort like they kind of have a bit of a role, like, because NPCs such as evil Big Tops, Princess Lou, they kind of do a bit like they're there, and they're kind of minor characters, but not really. More just like I wouldn't include people like who we don't see really do anything at all, like the mannequins, disappearing guy, orbs man, kind of like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and we will get started now. First up on our list, we're going with the neutral honor characters. I decided to go with the characters who are in the middle of the road in this series. So, not bad, but not good. First up on that list, I'd have to put Ribbit. Ribbit, we have not seen do enough yet to determine exactly what her honor level would be. Maybe in episode 9 she's going to be revealed as either the person who comes back from the dead and saves everyone from the circus and is actually an angel, or we're going to find out she's actually the daughter of Satan and then kills everybody and burns the world down. You never know. So we'll put her in neutral. Next up on the list of neutral honored characters would have to be good old Kaufmo. Pretty much same reasons as Ribbit. We haven't seen him do enough. We've heard snippets about him, but that's really it. So meaning we cannot really determine the honor of Kaufmo, leaving him at neutral. Next up would be Princess Lou. Princess Lou she's there and she seems to be liked, but we can't really determine her honor. At least by the Red Dead standards, we can't really determine because she's kind of just there for that one adventure. That's a lot of these characters. So yeah, put in neutral. Next up on the neutral list would have to be Bubble. Bubble he appears a lot more, but we haven't seen Bubble do anything really. like, good or evil. Again, episode 9, maybe some stuff could change, and I maybe can make an updated video. But we have, like, months till then, if that happens. But I think overall, I'd say Bubble's neutral, mainly just because we haven't seen him do, like, really any good deeds or bad deeds throughout the series. Next up on the neutral list would have to be Gummy Goo. Gummy Goo, the reason behind it is, in episode 2, I'd consider him a low honor. He robs and steals, and in Red Dead, you lose honor from robbing and stealing from people. Now, in episode 4, he's just someone who's ordering food he's just ordering food at Spudsy's, not really doing anything good or bad. So, and then you have the torment scene in episode 8 where he's quite literally trying to murder Pommy, which that also lowers your honor. So I think he's more neutral because he's different throughout all the adventures. So yeah, he'd be a neutral honored character. Next up on the neutral list would probably have to be Glowing Queen, similar to Gummy Goo. I don't know why I couldn't speak there. Because Gummy Goo, like how in some adventures he's neutral, some he's low. Glowing Queen, episode 2, I think I consider Glowing to be low, mainly due to her intentions, but we don't really see her do any of the specific deeds other than attacking and assault. And in episode 4, it's pretty much she's just a mom ordering food for her humongous family. So yeah, I'd put the Glowing Queen in neutral, pretty much for the same reasons as I put Gummy Goo. Next up on the neutral list would have to go to Mrs. Milden Hall, I'll call her. I don't really remember her name. So, she kind of is just has the tea party, tea time, whatever the hell, with Ragatha, Jax, and Gangle, I think. Yeah, it was Gangle. And, yeah, that's really it. Meaning, she's just there. Now, also on the neutral list would be the Angel from episode 3. While it is an angel, but it is also a bit monstrous, kind of more just defending itself against Pommy and Kinger. I mean, Kinger was the one who shot her, so yeah. I'd put the Angel Head in the neutral tier. Now, also in the neutral tier would be Zooble. Now, the reason I put her in the neutral tier is because she does some good, but then she also is a bit rude throughout the show. Because, like, she'll help Gangle out, but she also kind of refuses to go with everyone. She kind of just cares more about laying back, trying to more get out of the circus. More focused on, like, survival, pretty much. But still befriending Gangle, so it's a pretty big toss-up. You can kind of put her in whatever. Next up would be Gangle. Well, Gangle is kind, she doesn't really do much, per se. She's also kind of same reasons as, not really same reasons as Zooble, but she doesn't really do anything significant, good or bad. More kind of just trying to deal with all the freaking nonsense in the circus, so I'd put Gangle in neutral. And now, the final character to put in neutral, there's a lot more people in neutral than I thought there'd be, would be Queenie. Queenie, we have not seen her do enough, pretty much same reasons as Ribbit and Kaufmo. Not really, no, I don't think I'll go over it again. Now, we have completed all the neutral characters. Next up, we are going to be moving on to the low honor characters. These characters I consider more bad, for obvious reasons. And anyways, let's begin it. first up on the low honor list would be Mr. Mildenhall, whatever. The main reason being we don't see him do much, but he may or may not have killed his wife, which would definitely bring his honor down, because in Red Dead, if you just shoot a random person and kill them, that brings your honor down. So I think I consider him low honor, mainly because that's the only really deed he does. So yeah, he'd be put into the low category. Next up in the low category would be the Fudge Monster. Fudge Monster has actively killed thousands of innocent people, along with not regretting it a single bit. Nothing really else to say. Fudge Monster is low. Next up on low would be Abel, the mannequin Abel from the adventure, because he actively lies and deceives the cast into thinking they can escape, when in reality they couldn't escape in that adventure. So pretty much just was a liar and a deceiver, which I think would put him in low. Next up on low honor is the last NPCs would be all the evil big tops. I decided to rope them all together. If I were to separate them, I'd maybe put Evil Jackson neutral, but he's kind of neutral to low. Yeah, these guys are pretty much mainly... Bazoobal's kind of just goofy. Probably neutral. Same with Orbs, man. He's kind of just there. While Dictator, Ragatha, and Pomni, the evil versions, they're kind of just assholes. Putting them in low. Next up on low would be Jax. Now, with Jax, he's sort of similar to Micah. He actively gets joy out of just the suffering and more cares for himself. Now, I don't think he'd really change his honor in episode 9 when that happens, but throughout the series, he actively bullies, insults, and kills NPCs, putting him in low. The final one I'd put in low is Kane. Now, Kane, I sort of think of him like a Dutch Vanderland. He's a leader who is messed up and delves into madness due to the cast not believing in him or agreeing with him. I think pre-episode 7, I think 1 through 6 he'd be neutral, but then 7 and 8, those bring him down due to lying, deceiving, and tormenting. So yeah, Kane would get the low honor. And that is all the low honors on our list. Meaning, we have only 3 left, and these all go into the high honor. So let's begin with the high honor. First up would be Pomni. Now, episodes 1 through 2, or 1 through 3, she's neutral. She's kind of like a John Marston. If we're making more comparisons, I think she's more like a John Marston. Kind of cares a bit more about just getting out, but then as time goes on, she develops empathy and care for people like Ragatha and Gangle, and also like Jax and Kinger and pretty much everyone. She develops a love for them and then she tries to help them get out along with herself. So I think she does enough good to put her into the high honor. Sort of more high to neutral. Next up would be Ragatha. Ragatha treats everyone kindly, actively helps, and is just overall a nice person. I think she's definitely deserving of high honor. Now, the final character on our wonderful honor list is Kinger, who goes into the high honor. Kinger goes into the high honor because he kind of acts like a father figure to the rest of the cast, and helps with them in distress, like with Pomni and Ragatha. Actually helps them try to escape, like in episode 8. And really, the only other things are just he's kind of cuckoo, which make him more, but I think he's more neutral. He doesn't really do any low honor deeds. So meaning I'd put him into the high honor tier. Now, that is all. That is the honor list. Here, and I'll put my list on screen. I made a tier list of it, but we're gonna recap it anyway. Neutral goes to Ribbit, Kaufmo, Princess Lou, Bubble, Gummy Goo, Glowing Queen, the Mildenhall wife, the Angel, Zooble, Gangle, and Queenie. Low honor goes to Mr. Mildenhall, the Fudge Monster, Abel, the Evil Big Tops, Jax, and Kane. And high honor goes to Pomni, Ragatha, and Kinger. What do you think of my list? Y'all can let me know down in the comments. Y'all can yell at me that I didn't include Disappearing Guy onto the list, or y'all could disagree about how I didn't put a certain character in a different tier. And if you disagree with me, give me all your reasonings. I'd like to hear it. Anyways, that is it for this video. Please like and sub. I'll see y'all next time. Love ya. Bye.